Welcome to today's Explainer. I am super thrilled you're here because we are unpacking something absolutely fascinating today. We're going to systematically break down the inspiring Assamese poem Aatmanirbhar Bharat, penned by Neela Kamal Das. Now, we aren't just looking at this as a beautiful piece of literature. Nope. We're diving into it as a literal, comprehensive blueprint for national progress. It's a structured roadmap for building a self-reliant nation, and honestly, seeing how the poet pieces this whole thing together is incredibly rewarding. To build an India, greatest India, self-reliant India. Translated from Assamese, this powerful, recurring refrain forms the absolute heartbeat of the entire poem. Das uses these words as a sort of rhythmic anchor, you know? He sets a crystal-clear ultimate goal for the nation right from the very first stanza. It's the destination we are all marching toward. To really grasp how the poet constructs this sweeping vision, we are going to break the poem down into 5 foundational pillars. 1. Call to the youth. 2. Heritage and modern tech. 3. Natural resources and energy. 4. Industry, skill and labor. And finally 5. Greatest and self-reliant India. All right, let's jump right into section 1. Call to the youth, or in Assamese, Dishor Yuva Prajanamaloy Ahaban. Looking directly at the original text, you quickly realize the poem doesn't just passively describe some future utopia. Instead, it kicks off with this urgent, direct call to action aimed right at the upcoming generation. The poet is specifically summoning the youth, urging hundreds of thousands of Indians to step forward and engage. It is literally a mobilization call. So what exactly is he asking them to do? Well, he challenges this generation to, quote, overcome 1,000 challenges, take an oath for the country. He's essentially asking them to toss aside obstacles and take a solemn oath in the name of the nation to actively build this self-reliant future. It's not just about wanting change. It's about making a concrete, personal commitment to be the actual engine of that change. But what are the necessary ingredients for this great nation? That brings us to section 2, Heritage and Modern Tech, or Oitijia Aru Adanik Prajukti. Notice the brilliant contrast Das sets up for us here. On one hand, we have our ancient foundations, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Vedas, and Upanishads, but then he juxtaposes those against modern tools, new technology, science-based review, organized planning, and heavy industry. Basically, Das is telling us that true self-reliance doesn't mean abandoning the past, but it doesn't mean ignoring the future either. It requires this perfect, seamless marriage of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science. And the result of that marriage? Well, by combining our ancient wisdom with highly organized planning and active market exploration, the poet argues we'll establish robust industries, create vital jobs, and completely eradicate unemployment. This isn't just a minor economic shift. Das actually describes this transformation as bringing about a literal new dawn for the entire country. Moving right along to section 3, Natural Resources and Energy, Prakritik Sampad Aru Shakti. Beyond human ingenuity, the poet turns his gaze to the incredible physical wealth provided by the Indian landscape itself. He highlights specific natural elements like our flowing rivers, the strong sea breezes, the sun, and the reliable cycle of the 6 seasons. He isn't just painting a pretty picture to be poetic, he's explicitly identifying these as our immense, vital sources of boundless power and renewable energy. In his eyes, nature is an active partner in the nation's progress. His words brilliantly illustrate his amazing foresight. Pure water streams, clean air, a healthy environment bring a bright future. Crucially, he explicitly links pure water and clean air directly to the health of the environment, making it super clear that a bright future relies entirely on respecting these natural resources. So a self-reliant India in Das's vision is fundamentally a sustainable India. No question about it. All right, let's step into section 4, Industry, Skill, and Labor, which is Udyog Dokhyata Aru Shram. Having established our cultural heritage and natural wealth, the poem shifts to the absolutely crucial human element required to transform all that raw potential into actual reality. And he gives us a really tangible blueprint. Step 1, we must extract our abundant mineral wealth. Step 2, we use those minerals as raw materials for our own industries. But pay close attention to where the real heavy lifting happens in steps 3 and 4. True success ultimately hinges on dedicated skill development and relentless hard work. The natural resources, they're just the starting line. It's the organized, skilled labor of the people that actually carries the nation across the finish line.
Which brings us to our fifth and final section, Greatest and Self-Reliant India, or Shreshto Aru Aatmanirbhar Bharat.
This is where all of those interconnected pillars, the youth, our heritage, our environment, and our labor, finally converge. The poet makes it abundantly clear that through all this rigorous industrial training and practice, we are building something way more important than just factories. The ultimate resource we are developing is our human capital. Human resource development is the ultimate outcome. Think about it. We aren't just manufacturing goods, we're forging highly capable, self-reliant citizens.
And the poem powerfully concludes by bringing us right back to where we started, but this time with a totally new understanding. Hard work and perseverance will bring success. To build an India, greatest India, self-reliant India. It's a stark reminder that only through real, gritty perseverance can we fulfill that opening oath. The dream is undeniably beautiful, but it absolutely demands the sweat of the people to become real.
So as we step back and reflect on Nilakamal Das's comprehensive roadmap, a really vital question remains for you. We've seen the blueprint, the incredible blending of ancient wisdom with modern tech, the deep respect for nature, the absolute necessity of hard work. But blueprints need builders. So what role will your unique skills play in building this self-reliant nation? Think about it. Thanks for joining me on today's Explainer, and keep learning.